I wanted to play like an actual NBA game.
Needs to be more animations for rebounding.
Really delayed and really sluggish.
What drives me after a while is the inability to foul. No point of watering down the product.
There hasn't been a lot of innovation in the basketball category over the last few years, and that's what we're really trying to change with NBA Elite 11.
Looking back at last year's games, it's just night and day compared to, what it was and what it could be.
There are two main complaints we've heard about basketball video games. The first is losing control of your player.
You'd be stuck in two-man animations and you feel like there's that sucking and pulling feeling where you're not in control. We completely had to go away from that.
The second is that shooting is based on luck. You press a button, the ball goes in the air, and you have no control over whether it goes in or not. And that's just not realistic. The two biggest changes that people will notice in our game this year are the new hands-on control system and the new real-time physics system. There's never been a basketball game before where real-time physics is running at all times. This means that anything can happen, and every time you play the game, you'll see something different.
So with the new controls, we're really excited about the different tools that we're giving the users this year.
With hands-on control, the left stick is your feet and the right stick is your hands. There's one-to-one movement with the controls, and shooting is based on skill. You have total control over dribbling, shooting, dunks, layups, and even defense. We're giving you the control to create amazing moments. We don't want to program in the amazing moments, we want you to create them.
That's exactly what it feels like in real life. That's what it's supposed to feel like. That's what it's supposed to look like.
It's the most realistic basketball game you'll ever play. There's a lot I haven't told you about yet, so to learn more, sign up on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
What is good, y'all? It's your boy WesB 502, 1/5 of the Live Movement Network here, and what you just saw was the NBA Elite 11 Developer Diary, I believe is what it's called. Now, the reason why I showed that, I wanted to put that on the video, was to, give you some more insight on NBA Elite, because it was brought to my attention. My man Rock from the NLVC brought it to my attention that a lot of people aren't familiar with NBA Elite 11, right? So who better to break down what they were trying to do with the game than the people who were working on the game, right? Now, I hope they gave you more insight, a better perspective, so you can see from my perspective better and why I want the current game to play more like that. I think for us, hardcore basketball fans, us hardcore NBA Live fans, that would be amazing. Now let me read this excerpt to you. Well, it's this little part of this article that I found on this website called GameSpy. I'll bring it up on the screen. And it says that Elite 11 will feature hands-on control for one-to-one responsiveness and player movement. Gone are the predetermined animations from the past games that make gamers sit and watch once a scenario begins. Hands-on will be used to control everything in a player's arsenal, from dribbling moves and dunks to defense and drives. See, that's something us competitive guys, us sim guys, would love to have, right? But another point Rock brought to my attention was that even though it'd be great for us, what about that crowd that plays NBA Live because it's pick up and play? Advanced controls would push them away. They'd say, man, this game ain't for me no more. It's just too hard. Because casuals don't want to spend all their time on one game, trying to get better at it. They want to pick up the game, have fun, and move on. I think one thing EA could do, right? Look no further than NBA Elite. What did you do with Elite? Instead of just having those advanced controls, you included the NBA Live 10 control scheme, a control scheme that everybody was more familiar with, so that they could pick up Elite if it came out. They could pick it up, and if they didn't want to use that advanced control scheme because they was intimidated by it, or they didn't want to sit down and learn it, they could have just switched the control scheme, used the NBA Live 10 controls, and had fun with it. NHL does that. They have the stick skill controls where it's all about the stick skills. They have the hybrid control scheme where it's about the buttons and stick skills. And then you have GMS's favorite, the NHL 94 control scheme where you just use 2 buttons. You can't please everybody, but you can try. And the way that you can try is to provide options, different ways to play. I think that'll be great. I think then you balance it out. Then you got something for the competitive guys, and you got the competitive and sim guys, and then you got something for that pick up and play crowd. But there's still something else they'd have to do, and I'm gonna talk about it in the next video. All right, but hopefully this gives you some more insight. Give you some more information. And again, this is just my opinion. I'm just planting that seed. All right, but appreciate y'all checking out the video. It's your boy WesB 502 signing out. Make sure you like, share the video, sub to the channel, follow us on Twitter and Twitch. And I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.
Only thing I'm in control of is in the court is how hard I play.
I feel like a point guard has to control everything. It starts with me. Where you are on the court might give you an advantage. There's always that detail of control that you have to make or break that particular play. It's real intense now that I'm in the NBA.
Try to get to that elite level is always working hard. I don't ever want to be a guy that just goes through the motions. If I'm not scoring in basketball, I just want to, try to get some blocks, try to get rebounds, do anything to help my team win.
You got to be in the gym, putting up 500 shots a day. Every game means something.
Yeah, I've played the game, man. As an avid gamer, I'm very excited.
I feel like I'm more in control of the player now.
That dribble, that crossover, crazy.
Using both analog sticks to control the upper body and lower body.
More than me just pressing the button. I really have to go and dribble. I really have to run up the court. I really have to, shoot the basket with my own aim into the rim.
Is how you aim at the basket. That's how it's gonna, go in or not. You can see yourself out on the court in real life, actually doing those certain things. It's very, skill-based.
That's crazy.
You want to shoot, and he's gonna shoot. If you want to dribble in the left hand, right hand, you have to put the ball in his right hand or left hand.
It really gives you that feel of a real basketball game. Everything is controlled by you, everything. Still in basketball, blocking shots, shooting jumpers.
Double crossover spin, Euro step in the lane, double crossover spin, dunking through the lane. The reaction time is also there too, so, you see somebody cut you off, you can immediately make a counter move and get to the basket.
You work so hard to, make that first shot, and once you do, it's like, okay, now let's go.
I missed my first 3, and then I think I went on like a 6-shot streak. Felt good. I felt like I had done something.
Yeah, everybody wants to be the best. You want to have those bragging rights, and you want to be elite at playing NBA Elite 11.
I can't wait. I'm challenging everybody. I think I'm going to be the best.
That's that competitive nature that's going to bring out everybody. It's going to be bigger than just basketball.